Hello, everyone, and welcome on in. Thank you so much for joining us today for Lady Arcader's Attract Mode. I'm PippyInATopHat, and I'll be your host for our upcoming heartwarming or heartbreaking showcase of Hamtaro Heartbreak. We'll have to wait and find out which one it's going to be. This any percent run is coming to you courtesy of Lady Arcader's own ham chat hero DreamTora. While our hams are shaking off the pre-show jitters with a quick run on the wheel, a little reminder that Lady Arcaders is an open and excited group of femme-leaning folks here to support each other and share our talents. If you would like to keep up to date on what we have going on, you can join our public Discord for news and more with !Discord in the chat. Or if you would like to join and be a part of our ever-growing troupe, you can request an invite to our private Discord server to join in on the fun. And I think our hams are ready to go. Tora, take it away.
Hello, everyone. It's really surreal being here because this is actually like my very first time actually showcasing the game on a channel, and I am very honored that they have picked me to showcase this game because this game is actually a huge part of my childhood. I played this game since I was a young Tora, and I'm also very excited that I have Pippy on commentary with me.
Hello. This was also a huge part of my childhood, so thank you so much for having me. I've never been more hyped for some tiny hamsters. They're so cute.
Oh yeah, they are very adorable. And so I will go ahead and get to the screen I need to be to start the run. And so technically in a speedrun, you don't really give Hamtaro and Bijou names. You give them a really short name, like at least a letter. But for this showcase, I have something very special in mind.
Everybody knows that marathon runs never follow the rules of character limits.
I'm gonna name Hamtaro me. And Bijou... I'm gonna name Pippy. Oops.
I get to be the Bijou?
Yep, you get to be the Bijou.
We're gonna go on an adventure together. I'm so excited.
This is an adventure we're taking together. So, yeah, time starts when I press P right here. And so I will be starting the run in 3, 2, 1, go. And so this intro is pretty much unskippable right here, and this pretty much introduces us to the main villain of the game, Spat, whose mission is to break up all the couples in Hamtaro land, and our main goal for any percent is going to be to chase Spat around and ultimately defeat him in the end. And you'll be seeing me mashing text a lot. I will be doing that throughout the run, because there's a lot of dialogue that needs to be mashed through. But basically the premise is, the main character, Hamtaro, or in our case, me, had a bad dream about this, about Spat, who we refer to as a hamster in a devil costume for now. And here comes Boss, and he's like, hey, you had a bad dream? What if the bad dream comes true? Haha, just kidding. So we go downstairs, and then whoops, slip on something, get our head dunked in the bucket, and for some reason, the ham dictionary was stuck in there. And now the ham dictionary is all wet, and oops, we lost all our ham chats that we learned from the previous game. And Ham Ha was retained for some reason. And so we're going to be doing a tutorial here where we relearn all the basic ham chats, which are Hamha, and next one, what was it? Taku, and Hif Hif, and Dig Dig. And those are like the basic ham chats we'll be using throughout the game. So yeah, this is just pretty straightforward. We use each ham chat, we mash through some text. And you'll notice that Boss picks up some sunflower seeds while when we dig here. For some reason, someone planted a love meter in the clubhouse.
That was convenient of them.
Yeah, that's very convenient. And so after the tutorial is done, Boss is gonna be like, oh, you gotta make sure you find Bijou, or in our case, Pippi. Because Pippi somehow got lost in Sunny Peak.
You know me, I'm always wandering off, apparently.
And I realized I'm a dummy and I forgot to bring out my notes. One second.
I appreciate that we recorded our entire ham chat history in water-soluble ink and didn't think that would be a problem.
Okay. So first we're gonna ignore Pippi for now. She's fine. She's totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
She might have got crushed by a rock, who knows.
I'll get better.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stand on this log, and there's some, like, I could see a hamster off in the distance on the mountain, and he somehow is calling to us. I don't know how. Even though I'm pretty sure he's miles and miles away. Then next we're gonna talk to Oxnard here, who, as you could tell, is not having a good day. And we find out that, his girlfriend and him, or he and his girlfriend had a fight, and that's why he's sad. Oh hey, Tigerian! Thanks for the good luck. And so we're gonna be randomly stepping on this handkerchief. Don't ask me why. Just feel like stepping on it. Oh, and this hamster is not too happy about it. It's like, what are you doing riding on my handkerchief? And go-go is the word for ride, by the way, which, don't ask me why it's go-go of all types of words, but just roll with it.
I also appreciate that we're riding on a handkerchief. That definitely makes a lot of sense.
I mean, like, if you ever wanted to go on a ride on something, a handkerchief seems pretty rideable.
Yeah, it's definitely a moving vehicle. I also love that when Hamtaro is called out for stepping on this handkerchief, his first response is to, Tora, is to step further onto it. Make sure that you are fully centered on your handkerchief before you have an important confrontation.
And so we're going to be talking to this hamster here. His name is Arnie, and we learned that he is searching for a training seat, but then we're like, oh hey, we're missing our friend, and our friend Pippi, and he goes, oh, you could pekka pekka through this rock, but it won't do any good. So we learn pekka pekka so we can... Uh-oh, there goes our boat. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh well. It happens.
We didn't need that boat anyway.
We didn't need it, yeah. So we re-enter the map this way since it's the fastest. We're gonna go over here. There's this hamster over here we talked to. And he's gonna be like...
hey, a boat!
Like, whoa, man, you see that boat over there? Like, wouldn't it be cool to ride it? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he goes, well, too bad it doesn't have a battery in it. And for those that have been observant, will notice that the item we need to run this boat is on the other screen that we were just on. But first, what's that on the water? Looks like some kind of swan.
I thought we were all hamsters in this world.
I know! What is a swan doing on the water? Oh.
Oh my goodness, it's a hamster.
It's our friend Seymour. Who wears a turtle shell because that somehow makes him able to swim.
Does that work on people too? I've always wanted to be able to swim.
I don't know. It'd be worth a try, actually. You just have to get yourself a turtle backpack.
It would at least be very cute. It would probably be cuter on the hamster, but...
So we're gonna take this, whatever this thing is, off of his shell. And then he's gonna be like, oh, what is this thing? This is a training seat? I'm gonna take it home with me, because I like collecting weird things.
Oh, that's perfectly normal.
That's perfectly normal. 100% normal. And so we're going to take this battery that somehow put as a bridge. Don't know how safe that is to put a battery near water, but you know. And so we're gonna put this battery into the boat. Hold on, Pippy, I'm coming.
Oh my goodness! I was right over there the whole time!
Wow! It's like you're somehow over here, but you're over there at the same time. It's crazy. And so we save Pichu, aka Pippy, and she teaches us Mega Q, because she was going, oh no, like this rock was so huge it could have landed on me. And that was what the horrified expression was, that she was like, if I were a step further to the right or something.
Oh, don't squish the ham, please.
And so Pippy has been saved.
They look over their little shoulders to reverse. It's the best touch.
Uh-huh. So we're gonna randomly just tack you into this guy. And he'll play totem pole with the other hamster. And they're gonna be like, hey, we could use this method to eat sunflowers out of this sunflower seeds out of this sunflower.
I appreciate that one of our few methods of, like, our few verbs to interact with this game is, I don't know, smack it with your entire body at rolling velocity.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll go fine.
It's like, it doesn't work, smack it with your hands type method with, like, TVs and such.
Yeah, percussive maintenance.
Sick. And so I specifically bolded this because I always forgot this in previous runs, but you absolutely have to talk to Arnie here before you go up and talk to Pepper, who this is Oxnard's girlfriend that got all mad before. And so we're gonna try and talk her into going back to Oxnard. And she'll be like, I'm depressed, will you listen to my story? And she thinks that Oxnard doesn't care for her. Which is, we'll find out later, is actually not true. Then she says, I'm gonna go back and apologize. And say oopsie. Which is a really cute word for sorry.
We're making good progress with these ham chats. I can't say I remember collecting ham chats this fast when I played as, like, a 9-year-old.
Yeah, I never made progress this fast, ever. And so now, Oxnard and, Pepper, I almost said Pippy, wrong character, are gonna make
Oh, that would be a scandal!
Wow. Wow, Pippy. Going
oh
with
my God.
We're going with the different hamsters, woo! And so Oxnard gives her a giant sunflower to show his affection for her. Now everything is perfectly fine again, and they've made up. And that's our first love saved. We did it, everybody. We've saved our first love.
So, may I ask, so sunflower seeds are like the currency in this world. How long are we gonna go without them? Oh my goodness, we're being attacked by a demon.
Yep. So we start going down to go back to the clubhouse, and suddenly Spat appears.
Oh, and there he goes.
There he goes. We'll deal with him later. Then Pippi's all like, oh no, he wants to break up love. He'll never break up our smoochy, huh, Tora?
Let our love blossom. I won't leave you for a sunflower seed obsessed ham.
What's cute is, in all loves and also all ham chats, you actually do bring the two main characters together as a couple. They are a mandatory couple.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not till like the very end, though, after you've saved all the other ones, but it's a really cute touch. We're being introduced now to Harmony, who is the opposite of Spat. Well, I think she's supposed to be an angel or something, but she doesn't really look that much like an angel. I don't know. Maybe the wings and the halo, but... Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to re-enter the clubhouse, and I'm supposed to get the training seat back from Seymour. See, this is why
And he put it on his head.
And he put it on his head because that's a perfectly normal thing for you to do with a training seat.
That sounds like a sound sanitary decision. Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Totally sanitary. It might have been used once or twice before. You never know.
I'm sure whoever had it previously has been washing it, right?
Right. And so we're gonna go back to Arnie now that we got the training seat, and he's gonna be like, hey, that's a training seat, you're gonna give it back, right? We'll be like, yep, here you go.
So what does he do if we say no?
He asks again.
Oh.
He literally does the same dialogue again until you say yes, so...
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that you can't say no to him, but... It's one of those but thou must moments in video games. So we're gonna go up and, so we're gonna go back up, and Arnie's gonna reunite with his little brother, and his little brother's like, I have to go potty, did you find it? And he's like, yippee, I'm happy I got my training seat back. And you never hear about him using it at all after that. It's just, like, implied, I guess, once they go back in the cave. And sesame is the word to get the cave open. So you'll be seeing a pattern of really clever, punny words.
They are very cute.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go up into the cave. Then Pippi's gonna be like, hey, it's kinda seems like we'll be getting lost here. And so we go up into the peak. Everything's a-okay. Biju's still with us. What? Hey, wait a minute.
Oh.
That's not Pippi. And then the little kid's gonna start crying because I'm not Arnie.
Oh, we do love being replaced by a screaming child. That's what I wanted to do when I woke up this morning.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That will happen sometimes because I will be mashing and I'll accidentally say no P to a lot of things. And so we're gonna buy some totally not rotten bananas from this ham salesman, or sales ham as we like to call him. And what we're gonna do with those bananas, we're gonna give them to this monkey. Might be asking, why is it important we give banana to the monkey? Because once he eats it, he leaves a banana peel, and when you slip on a banana peel, that somehow cheers up the little kid.
Oh, children.
Pro tip to those parents out there. If you need to cheer up your child, just eat a banana, throw the peel down, and slip on it. They'll love it. So there are specific directions that you need to follow in order to get to Arnie's house, and I have them written down. It's left, down, left, up, up. Every time. It's not randomized, it's always the same every time you play this game, which is good to know.
How painful would it be if it was randomized?
Oh. If there is a randomizer of this game, maybe.
That would be the most adorable randomizer. I would watch races of that all day.
Love to play it. I would love to play a randomizer of this game, actually. And so we reunite Arnie and his little brother, and his little brother's like, don't ever leave me again. And he's like, I will never leave you, we're always hamigos. And hamigos is an important word, because we'll be using that in a moment. And that's our second love save, love between brothers.
It's good that platonic love is also counted as love in this world.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like about this game, is all kinds of loves are supported. So we reunited them, and we're just gonna leave them to do whatever brothers do. And then we're
Seems like they were going back to screaming.
Yeah, it's best to leave them in that situation. So we're gonna go back to this sales ham, and we're gonna buy an oil can for a segment much later on. Oops, I almost bought the rock instead. Don't buy the rock. So rocks, to quickly explain rocks in this game, they have gems or fossils in them, which are usually for making accessories. In the all loves category, and how ham chats, do you want to count that as well? You do need to make an accessory in order to get a key. Oh, I didn't trigger the cutscene. I didn't trigger the cutscene. That was probably the first thing I had to do when I went to Sunny Beach. Whoops. See, this will happen because I have been running this game regularly in quite some time, so this is why I put the estimate at for 2 hours.
It also, really should be said that this game is kind of gigantic for what it was. This was a Hamtaro licensed game, and a little sort of adventure game, but the world is so massive. I don't know how you could keep this map in your head.
I've kind of got a basic idea of how these maps work just from, playing the game so much. Whoops. But yeah, it is really easy to get lost sometimes if you don't know the game very well. So I was supposed to trigger that cutscene back there with the blue ham being like, hey, have you seen the pink ham? That was the very first thing I had to do when I got here, but then I completely spaced, because I was more focused on, don't forget to talk to Arnie. Don't forget to talk to Arnie. So.
Is there a ham chat to tell people that you forgot?
I pulled a Blanco, that's the word. Blanco is the word for forget. Which you will actually see me learn that, but we'll never use it, because it's one of those, non-necessary, but we need to talk to the hamster that has that word for, progression. And so we go up here, this is what was supposed to happen, and we find that Spat has the pink ham hostage. But, instead of trying to confront him, we're gonna try and be friends with him instead, because that's a totally normal thing to try and do with villains, right? But he's not having it.
Can't be friends over there! Oh,
and he fell. And then he goes, I didn't fall! I've got wings! And a little funny thing here, but it's actually kind of time-wasting. If you try and follow him as he's flying off the screen, he will, yell at you, tell you to stop following him. So I kind of have to wait until he goes completely off screen and I see his icon leave. Like right here. Then I could go over to the pink cam and free him. And one of the absolute best ham chat words is learned here. Liberty.
Oh, I always keep a Statue of Liberty costume in my back pocket just for
Yeah,
this
exactly. Yeah, this hamster, like, was prepared. He's like, I'm gonna have this Statue of Liberty costume, like, right in my pocket for when I'm freed from this.
And it's so nice that they taught you to do the same. Do you think they bought you the costume? How many sunflower seeds does that cost?
Hard to say. Because, like, I don't buy the costumes very often in this game, and so it's hard for me to remember, like, exactly what their cost is. Which, that's actually part of 100%. 100% used to be all ham chats, but then it got changed to 100% is all ham chats, all loves, you have to buy all the costumes, and I believe you gotta collect all the gems and fossils.
Ooh.
Which, I will be learning that at some point as well, so...
How long would the estimate be for that run?
There's only one run I saw on the leaderboard for that, and it was about 3.5 hours. So...
That's not too bad.
So I will be returning to the clubhouse now.
It's very handy that when you took that battery that was acting as a bridge, another bridge just kind of appeared.
Yeah, I know, right? That someone saw that the battery was missing and was like, oh shoot, they gotta fix this bridge now. And so now that we're done with Sunny Peak, I almost said Sandy Peak, Seymour is freaking out because he found a love letter from supposedly Broski, who we'll be seeing later, to his girlfriend Barrett. And so now he's all distraught. And so when we talk to Boss, he'll be like, oh, Seymour is kind of not feeling too hot about it, and so we want you to go investigate. And so the very next location we'll be going to is Sandy Bay. Which is one of my favorite locations besides Funland, because of the music. And also because it has one of my absolute favorite NPC characters in existence. You'll be seeing me hitting these rocks. These are note rocks. And I will explain in a bit what those are. But first I'm going to talk to this guy here. This is the absolute bro, the Wiggly Arm Ham. So the story with these two is they're trying to learn how to swim, and that's why he's doing the wiggly arms.
Oh, that's how you swim. So
Yeah.
I didn't need to acquire a turtle shell or a training seat.
Nope. You just need to wiggle your arms. And we'll see how it works out for Mr. Wiggly Arms here. Here he goes.
You got this! You got this, man!
Oh, didn't work. What a shame.
Okay, so maybe I should reinvest in a turtle shell and or training seat.
Yeah, I think a turtle shell is still the best thing to do at this point.
Okay.
So now that we're done with that, we needed to learn that word for a later sequence. We're gonna grab one of these marbles, because one of these marbles is important for a section much later. And so, going back to these rocks, there is a riddle that you find, that will tell you need to hit certain rock notes in a certain order to open up a secret area. And there is a specific order in that you hit them, but the way that the routing goes... Oh, I gotta go over here. And, I do this now to save time, but an interesting thing is, interesting thing is, you still need to pick up the riddle note in order to, for a specific progression, what do you call it? Sequence ticket, I guess.
So they won't let you intentionally kind of
so
cheat
to explain,
sequence break.
So to explain real quick, what I mean is, when you open the secret area, there is a captain that is in that secret area that's supposed to be the captain of the ship that you take from Sandy Bay to the island. And you cannot say fuss fuss to him until you got the riddle note, because for whatever reason, like, progressing with his dialogue is locked behind that specific item. Why it's like that, I have no idea. And
so are we trying to steal a pineapple right now?
Yes, we are. This hamster's like, if you dazzle me, I will give you this pineapple. So now that we got the pineapple, that's going to be important for something we're going to do in a bit.
Oh,
I'm just basically
committing
going around
hamster violence again.
Yeah, we are. We attack you, this guy, and he'd be like, you have what it takes to be a treasure hunter, and he talks about, have you heard about the riddle that opens the secret area? Yeah, Bizarro. Oh, I gotta talk to the...
I know you mentioned it earlier, but the adorable little surfer rock in the background is great. We have learned the all-important Blanco!
Blanco! This is me, like, constantly forgetting about, like, what to do when, because I don't run this game I never ran this game very often, so now I'm gonna be doing some more notes. Oops. I'm gonna accidentally press that button a lot.
I mean, the music on the menu is great. So I do appreciate the little snippet of it. I just have like a wave of nostalgia for the menu music.
And so we're gonna be finishing up the song here. Just getting these last notes. And that's the song. Do 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 do. And so something opened up, but we'll be checking that out later. First, we're gonna be talking to Broski here, who is conveniently blocking the way with this surfboard. Then he's like, "Bro, like I saw a girl wearing a beret and someone with a fork thingy." And then I love that little dialogue there that I just skipped over to where he's like, "Oh, I'm totally blocking the way, right?"
Does he not know that you're supposed to put the surfboard in the water before you go surfing?
So funny
not
thing,
on the sand.
Funny thing about Broski, and you don't find this out until Rainbow Rescue, I think. He actually is afraid of water.
Oh, so it's just the aesthetic.
Yeah. He just likes having a surfboard to look cool. So now, Barrett is in trouble because Spat pushed her out into the water. And we're gaspy because we have no idea what to do. If only we knew someone who can swim, who could go out and save her.
Do we have to get Wiggle Arm Man?
Yeah, we're gonna go get our friend, Mr. Turtleshell, Seymour.
Oh, not Wiggle Arm Man. He still can't swim.
Yeah,
I believe in him.
If only.
He'll get there sometime. Just wiggle more aggressively. I'm sure it'll work.
And so we say Gatsby to Seymour, and he's like, "Oh no, Barrett's in trouble." So we go back. Yeah, I would. If Wiggle Arm saved Barrett, then he can be Barrett's new boyfriend. I would totally stand behind that.
I need a speedrun bounty put out on the idea of Seymour skip. It's where you actually just teach Wigglearm how to swim. It might require some hacking, but I think it'll work. I think it'll work in the randomizer.
I would totally be for that. Why are you skipping game, huh? So we save Seymour, or we save Barrett, and Barrett and Seymour are making up. We're gonna go back to be the lovey couple as they were before.
Oh.
And Seymour is saying, "I will protect you always."
A nice sentiment.
Everyone, get yourself someone who's willing to defend you, or fendy you.
Or get yourself someone who you can fendy for, and you can fendy for each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how good relationships work. Oh, we got a riddle. Who'da thunk?
And so yeah, that's basically the note that tells you like what the notes are. And back in the past, I would always have to get that note because I would never remember the exact order of the notes. And but in the speedrun, you just do the notes first, and then you just get that note, and it'll be like, oh, so you did the riddle already. Now you can talk to the captain and progress his dialogue.
So, is there any math that's been done on how many hamsters we hit with a roll in this run?
Not really. Because I could think of 2 that we hit already. Or
Can we
3.
get a count going? It's like, we count bonks in like Zelda and Mario games. Can we count bonks, but it's hamster, bonk, hamster?
Yeah, exactly.
Or we do roll into a lot of other items too.
Or
Oh
you
my
could
gosh.
you could probably do a count of how many times I accidentally opened the menu. Cause that will help. That will happen a lot.
So we've stolen a bigger boat now. We're not on a tiny battery-powered one. Or I don't think we've stolen it, but we're riding it with permission.
Yeah, we're riding a boat, big boat now.
So how many batteries do you think this one runs on?
I want to say 4. Like you
Wow.
know, a lot of like things run on 4 batteries sometimes.
Maybe runs on like a D battery?
So now we're on the island, and we notice that Pashmina and Penelope are acting weird. First with Pashmina being kind of mean to Penelope, and that's not like her. And then this next screen, Penelope is being mean to Pashmina by jumping on her scarf. Poor Pashmina, let's go pick up her scarf for her.
Yeah, give it a little dust off.
It might have some, like, paw prints all over it, but it's fine.
Oh, I'm sure that hamster that has the same coloring as Spat has nothing to do with this,
Nope,
right?
totally not.
Definitely nothing. Oh, that's just somebody going to dance. Let's not question that at all.
Yeah. And so we're gonna be like, we're gonna go in there too. So we talk to this hamster, and he'll be like, do you want to enter the hula contest? And we're like, sure, why not?
We can definitely hula dance.
Spoilers,
Totally.
we don't actually do any hula contests in any %, sorry.
Oop.
We do in all the other categories, though, don't worry. But sadly, not in this one. So we're gonna go to the hula contest. And so
So
saw
we're really
a weird...
gaining access on false pretenses over here.
Yep. What? Pashmina's here. She was on the other...
We got some teleporting hamsters.
I don't know why, but I just feel like tattooing her. Oh, what?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Line.
Let me heal this bruise for you with this stick.
Oh, that's gonna help.
I'm sorry. That eye of yours looks really bad. Let me get that out for you.
Oh.
She said the pipith. She said the
pipith. We
now
know
she's
who
running
says
away.
pipith. Oh, he just went spin out of existence. Okay, goodbye.
Alright, and so now Pashmina and Pashmina, question mark, are gonna be going to the top here. Hamster violence count 3.
Yes.
And so now we got 2 Pashminas fighting over Penelope. That isn't confusing at all for a little child. And so we gotta find out what we're gonna do to, figure out which one is which. And there is a certain hamster in here that should know. If we could wake him up.
Have we tried hamster violence? Oh no, we're just gonna try screaming. That works too.
Yeah, because when someone's asleep, your first instinct is to yell at them. And so Elder Ham here is telling us a story about how, like, 2 mom hamsters were fighting over a child, and someone had told them to tuggy on the child or something like that. I forget how the story goes. And so we're gonna go tell the 2 Pashminas that they need a tuggy on Penelope. Because that totally is safe to do.
I'm sure nothing can go wrong. We're not going to rip the baby hamster limb from limb. That would be way too violent for a children's game.
And so we find out that the real Pashmina would not pull on, as hard on Penelope because she doesn't want to hurt her. And then Spat is like, oh, fine, I'll reveal myself. And Penelope just rams him off.
Does that count as hamster violence?
Yes, it does.
Giving someone a good hard push over the side of a observation deck?
And so we reunite Pashmina and Penelope, and they're friends again.
Can I give a shout out to Pashmina, my favorite ham as a kid?
Oh,
She's just so cute. Look how cute she is.
I will say my favorite when I was a kid was always Bijou, but like these days I really like Pashmina.
Can we get some favorite hams from the chat?
Yeah.
I want to hear everyone's arguments.
And why is your favorite hamster Snoozer?
Is Snoozer our friend who's just asleep in the sock the entire time?
Yeah, he's just asleep in the clubhouse the whole time.
Oh, we got some more Bijou fans.
And so we're gonna be returning to Sandy Bay because we've got a soccer match to play. I'm seeing some Bijous. Christmas ham. I had an
interesting choice.
I had a Bijou plush too when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm really sad that it's been lost to time because I still have my Oxnard plush and my tiny Pashmina plush.
I also had a little tiny Bijou and Pashmina. I think they were like purchased second hand. They were like originally like Happy Meal toys or something like that.
Oh wow. I had some Happy Meal toys too from like the Halloween season. Those got lost too, but it was kind of cool. Like I remember Cappy, I think, was like supposed to be a spider or something. And so we played some soccer, and now these two hamsters are like, hey, like, you play soccer? Why didn't you tell us before? And I accidentally said no again.
No ham-hams? Well, you can have ham-hams now. Everyone can have ham-hams now.
Everybody can have ham-hams. The ham-hams will always exist in our hearts.
We are here to da you the ham-hams? This is a ta-da case? Am I learning ham speak correctly?
Yeah, that was really good. Ta-da.
Okay, perfect.
Ham-hams, yep.
So
we're gonna be going back here, and Harmony's gonna be like, oh no, Spat has gone to Funland. But before we go to Funland, we need to learn a very important word. So, when you fill up the love meter to a certain threshold, there's 4 different thresholds, I think. 5, I can't remember. And you learn different special words for it, which, with the exception with this one, all the other ones aren't very important for anything, like in story-wise or any other side quest-wise. But this one is absolutely crucial to something we'll be doing later. And so we're gonna be heading off to Funland. I hope you got your tickets, Pippy.
Oh no. Did I have to purchase those ahead of time?
Yep. I'm afraid so.
Do they have an app?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could purchase them through the app. That's actually a good idea.
Okay, perfect.
So we're gonna be talking to this hamster who has a robot that cleans, conveniently. I wish every theme park would have a robot that cleans.
So if he's not a Roomba, is he a Hamba?
Yes. That's actually a very good word for him. And so...
Say ham-ha to the Hamba!
Hamba. We should totally fundraise that, by the way. Make that an actual product.
I like that Bijou just has no comment about getting on top of the garbage, digging right in there.
Oops. I did it again. Oh, that's fine because I almost forgot something else. I need to... I'm sorry, I'm gonna be committing ham violence once again. Oh, he's mad.
We should maybe not be committing ham violence against the red ham ranger, who seems to have explosives in his pocket.
Yeah, it actually is really dangerous. Remember, don't actually commit violence against the ham rangers. They don't like that.
Or any hams. Be nice to your hams.
And so now we're going to be playing one of the best mini-games in Funland, and that is Sticky Note. And so how this works is basically you get a certain note, and it's a certain amount of points. And the amount of points we need to get is about 600, as that will get us the green marble. And you'll see clocks falling down every once in a while. We do not collect those because the amount of time that it gives us is just the right amount of time for us to hit the points that we need.
We were talking before the stream about how this game is quite punishing, since it, like, locks you into the sticky animation, even if there's no note there. I don't think as a kid I ever put together that it's sticky note, like a sticky note.
Yeah, it's very clever. Like, each minigame... Okay, I should be good. Stop there. Let the time run out. All these minigames in Funland are really clever in their namings. Like, another one is called Tic-Tac-Q, And,
Oh.
and another one's called, like, Dig It or something. And so now that we got that, we're gonna be going over here. How would you like to ride the Ferris wheel, Pippy?
I would love to ride the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel's not working. Darn.
But I bought tickets just for that!
And so we're gonna be going into the control room to see what's up, and... Of course! Who else would be there other than Spat, messing with all the controls? Because that's totally legal.
No wonder it's not working if he's stabbing it with a fork.
I know, right? You can't stab controls with the fork. It just doesn't work like that way.
He doesn't seem to quite know what he's doing. That does just seem to be pushing buttons randomly.
And so this guy tried to stop him, but to no avail, and he tells us to go get the hamster with the hamba, as we call it. But first we're gonna talk to this... Oh, never mind. That hamster doesn't appear until after this. So we're gonna get this guy's attention. This, hamster's attention. And then we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna talk to this very irate park goer.
Well, I'm also an irate park goer, so I see why.
So this is Pippy right here, and this hamster's going to be ranting to us about the park, and then it'll be like, you know what? I'll be staying at this park because to give up would be very lame, especially since I've spent like 200 sunflower seeds on these tickets.
Oh my gosh, is that how much they cost? I didn't check the price.
Yep, it's about 100, or actually 150 sunflower per ticket, if you add inflation and conversion. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Oh.
And so the robot is like, the robot only knows how to scrubby, which is very unfortunate for our situation, but thankfully, we dug up some trash earlier. And we're just gonna, you know, casually throw some trash on Spat.
Did we put garbage in his mouth?
Yes. And so now, our very good friend Hambo is gonna go take out the trash. And no, I'm not talking about Spat.
Oh, it's really convenient that this hamster Roomba also has claw attachments.
Yes.
Really thinking ahead on that one.
Oh yeah, because you never know when it has to take out a big thing of trash, you know. And so, these two are united as hamster and robot. And we learn tip-top, which is another useless word, but it's still a really cute word.
I appreciate the word tip-top. That does sound like an excellent word.
It
for
is
the word excellent. Their little pose when they solve the drama of hamsters is so cute.
It is very cute.
Do I get to ride the Ferris wheel now?
Unfortunately, we cannot ride the Ferris wheel, even though it's working again. Sorry.
Oh, darn it. Ferris wheels move slow.
And so we're just gonna talk to Stan real quick here to learn Ham Team for later. We unfortunately aren't going to be doing the Maxwell mission. Because that is a all loves and all ham chats thing. See, I'm just realizing I absolutely have to submit all ham chats or all loves to the showcase at some future point. Missing out on a lot of things. And so we're gonna go over here to this dig spot. Because we're gonna be getting 50 sunflower seeds for later.
We're rich!
We're rich.
That almost reimburses part of our ticket.
It does, actually. And also for safety, I am going to be getting this sunflower seed as well. This isn't actually in the route, but there is a later point where I'm going to be required to buy an item, and I want to make absolute sure that I have enough for it, so... So now, unfortunately, we're going to be leaving, and we're going to be going back to the clubhouse to reveal the next location, which will be Boo Manor. I hope nobody in the chat is afraid of ghosts, because we'll be seeing some ghosts. Albeit some really cute ghosts. And so once again, Spat goes into Boo Manor, and it is absolutely required that couples go in, but Spat is like, I'm not having any of this, you let me in or else. And so, unfortunately, the gatekeeper has to let him in.
Who's gonna make the gatekeeper pay?
Oh.
I saw they said, I'll have to pay for this. That's a concerning statement from a little hamster.
It is a very concerning statement. And so we trigger that dialogue to get this flyer here, which is going to be for the shop up above us. Look up.
That's a nice ad campaign.
Yeah. And so this is the shop that is going to be selling the ID card that we need. Which is conveniently 50 sunflower seeds, which is why we got the 50 sunflower seeds before.
Oh, perfect. It's almost like routing.
And so a little interesting fact, like, I don't know if you noticed from the brief moment that you saw the ID card, it has the umbrella symbol on it, which those familiar with Japanese lore, the umbrella symbol is like kind of like a symbol of love that couples would draw an umbrella and write their names under. Just a little cute touch. And so we're inside the manor, and we're already noticing some spooky going-ons, but, you know, it's alright.
Ah, the old faithful. Scream at sleeping people.
And so we gave the poor desk hamster a bit of a scare ourselves, and so we learned Thumpy. And so we're gonna show our ID again, because we need to get the bronze card, so we can open some doors. So, now we're gonna go down into the basement. And we'll find another couple here, which don't seem to be on the best of terms right now.
Oh.
But you know, like, I feel bad for this, but I absolutely have to give this guy a spook.
Oof. We've knocked him over.
And we'll find out that he had to go to the bathroom and almost wet himself, so...
What a helpful term to know.
Yeah, exactly. Just remember, if you have to ask someone to use the bathroom, you just tell them, I need to go pee.
By the end of this, we're all gonna be fluent, right?
Yes, we're gonna be very fluent in the ham chat language. There's gonna be a test at the end of this showcase, so y'all better be ready.
We all better be filling out our own little ham dictionaries. I know I did have a little paper ham dictionary as a kid that, like, I made because I loved the hams. I wanted all of the ham chats.
So, it always is this specific mirror that's the fake one, and so I'm just gonna randomly, you know, do that to it. And For some reason, my duplicate ran away, so we're gonna go follow them.
A normal thing to do.
And so we're gonna be playing this kind of annoying minigame where we have to sticky this ghost. And where this ghost, likes to appear is completely RNG. And it's kind of annoying to keep track of it, but, if you stay on top... Oh, that's actually being really nice. You have to sticky this ghost before, he opens his eye, or opens his... Yeah, see, he doesn't get affected by it if you do it like that. He has to be cowering for it to count.
Can we talk about how intense this music is?
Yes. Oh yeah,
This is
get used to this
intense-
music, by the way, because this music will be heard quite a bit. And so we defeated the mean old ghost and got our second card key, the silver key, which is going to give us access to the second and third floors. But first we're going to pick up this board here, because we need to make a bridge. Oops. And we're gonna
So boards work as bridges when batteries aren't available, yeah?
Yes. Absolutely.
Gotcha.
And so we're gonna go all the way up here, and we're gonna be taking the elevator up to the second floor. And we'll find out that guy somehow lost his girlfriend, so... You know, it happens. And then once we get to the second floor, you'll see two other familiar faces. Oh, Howdy and Dexter, fighting as always.
They really seem to be nose to nose there.
Really, yep. So we're gonna talk to them, and we're gonna be going flash tea at them, because, you know, that's not cool that they're fighting in a place where people are supposed to work together. And so they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you're right, we're gonna work together to get that prize.
So what is the plot of trying to get the prize here?
Basically, you have to get through the mansion in order to get to the very end of the fourth floor, I think. And okay. And once you get there, there's a quiz hamster that'll give you a quiz, and you basically you know, you'll see later on. I don't want to give away too much.
Oh. Ooh.
So we're gonna talk to these ghost hams that appeared when we lit the fire, and it turns out these two hamsters do not like couples. And so we learned the word for dislike.
No pookie!
No pookie!
No pookie! That's a no pookie.
And so, keep in mind that room with the elder hamsters, because that's going to be important a little bit later. And so we're going to be going in this room, but this hamster's blocking our way. So, you know, once again, hamster violence, but it doesn't seem to work very well. So we're going to have to use fire instead. Because fire against ghosts is totally... It totally works against ghosts, trust me.
I like that in order to say the word hamspar, you're required to light your back on fire?
Yes.
It's just, that's the only way we have, Tinder. Also, Tora, you've left me!
I know, I'm sorry, I fell for that trap, and now you're all by yourself.
Don't trust me on this adventure alone!
And so now you're gonna, go light the fire again, and you're gonna rub some elder hamsters' backs.
Okay.
Totally not creepy, right?
How can I commit hamster violence without you, Tora?
And so you attack each of these, hamsters, and they'll be like, can you knock and pushy on my back? Which, knocking on someone's back seems like a very, legitimate way to do a massage.
Just give it a quick 2 little knocks. Sure, that'll help. If they're incorporeal, how are we
actually
knocking?
If it actually hits the hamster, then it counts as violence. If it's a hamster ghost, not really.
Okay. I told
you
I can't commit hamster violence without you.
Oops. Oh, well, I learned the word, so... Now I'm gonna go to this blank wall, and I'm gonna knock on it. Oh, and that's a strange sound. So we're gonna push it.
It made up a conch.
So we're gonna push in it. And there's me and Howdy.
Do you know what ham chat do we use most in this run? Is it ham ha? Or can anything else compare?
Ham ha is probably the most used word out of all the words, because it's always the one you pick when you go up to a hamster. It's like always the first one.
Do you know what the most used is, aside from our core 4 interactables? Because we do seem to be screaming at people a lot.
Hey who is definitely used quite a bit, I will say. Oh yeah, don't mind that ghost right there. That'll be, like, we'll be going to that room a little bit later. So we're gonna get some help from these strong hamsters to regain my liberty.
I'm glad we did get use out of that free costume of the Statue of Liberty that we put in our back pocket.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
helpful.
You never know when you have to use it. So we're gonna be going back to the room that Howdy and I are stuck in. And we're gonna be saying liberty again.
Just remind them what the goal is.
And the green hamster's like, I don't know if I can do it. But then the pink hamster tries, and the green one's like, I can't stand to see you in pain, let me try it.
Oh, good bros.
And sure enough, with the power of love, the cage has been opened. They store it in their cheek pouches.
Oh, where the costumes go, I see. It's a unique inventory system.
And so these two have shown the power of love through strength. Oh, and pay very special attention to Hamtaro and Bijou in this specific ham chat, like their figures, because it's actually really cute. Like Hamtaro looks tiny like Bijou, and then Bijou looks big like Hamtaro. It's absolutely adorable.
There really was so much love and care put into all the animations in this game. Like, every little facial expression is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is, like, very incredible for being a game that was just made when, you know, the Hamtaro series was at its prime. Like, all the Hamtaro games are actually really, really good.
I do believe, if anybody would like a fun trivia fact, that, correct me if I'm wrong, but the company that made, at the very least, this one and Ham Hams Unite, also made Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
That is actually, Rainbow Rescue and...
No, it was Rainbow Rescue.
Rainbow Rescue and Ham Ham Games that were made by Alpha Dream.
Was this one not?
No. As far as I know...
Oh, really?
I forgot to scrubby. So the game here is we gotta keep these ghosts in the red zone. And at the same time, we gotta scrubby these panels down below. And I like to do, like, 2 scrubbies on each panel between, pushing the crates. It doesn't really matter in what order you do these, either. You can, like, do them in any order that feels, like, comfortable for you. I remember when I was younger, this game was the bane of my existence, because I would always, like, fail to keep them out of the... or keep them in the red zone. But nowadays, it's, like, so easy to do. And so now we got the gold card, which is going to take us to the last, floor that we need to go.
It seems like we might be cheating at this contest by utilizing everyone else's help, but if we get everybody involved, do we all win?
Exactly. In the end, we are all winners.
Are we just one giant couple?
Yes.
Might have to bend the definition just a little bit.
So now we're gonna be on this floor. And again, unfortunately, in this category, we won't be doing the piano thing. So, sorry to those fans of Beethoven that were hoping to hear Moonlight Sonata.
A classic.
So we noticed that ghost going into the wall there. And
how are we still surprised by this? We've seen a lot of ghosts today.
I know, it's like we've seen so many ghosts at this point, you'd think you would be used to it. You know? So I'm just gonna break open this wall here. Don't pay attention to any of those creepy dolls, or the one that suspiciously looks like Spat.
I'm sure it's not Spat. The last time we saw somebody who suspiciously looked like Spat, it was definitely not Spat. So
this quiz is interesting. Oh, that's different. So they're gonna basically ask us yes and no questions. I already know which ones are yes and no, just by, like, looking at the image. So that one, he was asking, if hamsters come from eggs. And the bunny is, do hamsters eventually become bunnies? And that those are both no.
Are you telling me hamsters do not grow up into bunnies someday?
Yeah, sorry. That's not how it works.
I've been betrayed.
If this was Pokemon, then it would be a different story. Oh, hey, by the way, Spat's here.
I did not see that one coming. Completely fooled me by putting a road cone on his head.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're gonna have to save our poor ghost friend. But unfortunately, Spat is not afraid of ghosts, but what he is afraid of is a ghost cat.
A very specific fear.
And so
we're also afraid of a ghost cat.
We're also afraid of ghost cats, yep. Even though I personally think ghost cats seem really cute.
For saving his life, we have received 5 whole rocks.
Yes.
Thank you.
What a nice hamster. Oh yeah, there's a bit of Moonlight Sonata there.
A whole couple notes to tide us over.
Notes. So that's Boo Manor. We're gonna be making our way over to Wildwoods now, which is our second to last area.
Oh my gosh, we're just flying through and we're not seeing half the couples, and that makes me so sad.
I know, right? And so we're gonna be going to find our dear friend Cappy. But unfortunately, seems that Cappy has made friends with the wrong kind of hamster.
Oh. Can't trust his decision making, really.
I got a rock. Hey, Dark Soul.
I got a rock.
I got a rock. So we're gonna talk to Cappy here, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, my best friend is Spat. He promised to get me a hat."
You know, I can say I would do many things for a hat. Maybe betraying all of my friends might not be on that list, but hats are tempting.
Yes, very tempting. And Cappy is very passionate about caps. And so, something weird is going on, so I got a feeling we need to head back to Sunny Peak. Because we don't really see him in the beginning of the run, but there is a character in this game that happens to have a hat called Cedric. And suddenly we're very worried about our friend Cedric. And no, I'm not talking about the Cedric from Harry Potter.
I'd be worried about him too, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think he's doing that hot.
Oh. What's Spat doing here? Totally nothing suspicious, right?
He's never doing anything suspicious.
Nope. Not at all. And so we see this conveniently opened place where Cedric would normally be. Oh, and we find out that someone took his hat.
Oh.
And now he's all sad. But first we're gonna dig into his hot spring, because we need an item from here. Don't mind us.
We're talking about it's nice. Maybe don't dig in the bathtub, you're gonna get dirt in the water. But already looks pretty dirty.
Yeah. But it's funny, I was doing some practice and someone jokingly went, "Quicksand!"
Oh no.
Don't take a dip in quicksand, everybody. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, this particular egg, something does hatch from it, but it's not a hamster.
Is it the Pepsi bird that people in chat were talking about earlier? I'd like to see this rare Pepsi bird.
Oh, because of the feather. That's right, yeah. And so we're gonna tell Cappy, "I'm sorry, but you have to give this cat back. It doesn't belong to you." But Cappy's like, "I want this cap. I got it fair and square." And we're gonna go chase after him, but whoops! We fell into a trap.
Not again!
Not
At least we
again!
didn't get separated this time.
Yeah, we're together in this cage. And so this is Bog, and he is a local here. And he is trying to capture someone to get the hot spring egg, which is why we got it. But we won't be giving him the hot spring egg till a little later. But for now, we're gonna get him to team up with us to capture Cappy. So now we're gonna go chase Cappy.
Man, you'd think that Cappy and Cedric would be really good friends with a mutual understanding of how important their hats are.
Yeah. Funny you say that. So now that we captured Cappy, we're gonna make him give back the hat. By doing violence! No, I'm kidding. No, we're not doing that.
We can work out our problems like mature adult ham-hams.
Yes, exactly.
With words.
And so we're gonna tell him that Cedric is very sad about his missing cat.
And crying uncontrollably.
And start crying uncontrollably. Oops, I did not mean to say no. And so we're gonna say yes to him, and we're gonna take him over to Cedric.
Are we forging new love?
Yes. So, Cappy gives back the hat to Cedric, and Cedric's like, oh wow, you like caps too? And they're like, oh, I love caps. Let's have a cap party.
Ah, good.
And it's gonna be a hamboree. That's the word for party.
That is adorable. That is the cutest word.
It is very much the cutest word.
No Pookie is also a pretty cute word, but hamboree is adorable. Oh, look how happy they are.
Look how happy they are. They make a cute couple.
Just remember that hats are not as important as the friend under them.
That is a very, very nice life lesson.
Profound statements from hamsters.
And so we're gonna be heading back to Wildwoods now. We're gonna give Bog the egg. If I could get to Wildwoods. We're gonna ta-da this egg. And this is the egg he was looking for.
What hatches out of the egg? Is it a chow?
It's actually a little chick.
Aww.
And you actually get to name it too once it hatches, which is really cute. Well, you don't actually name it, but you can choose out of like 3 like what do you call it? Pre-rendered names.
So we can't name our chick after like our tech crew?
Nope. Unfortunately
Aww.
not. And so now we learn the word clingy, which is going to be important for, we're going to have to grab the wedding singer, because there is a wedding going on that we were uninvited to, but we're somehow a part of anyway. And this this hamster's like, we're still waiting for our wedding singer. He hasn't shown up yet. And the wedding singer turns out to be Jingle. Our good friend Jingle. AKA the hamster that plays guitar can never get Hamtaro's name right. I mean, my name right. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be calling me Ham and Cheese a lot.
Aww. We had talk and chat of ham and eggs, so ham and cheese seems like the next iteration of that.
So Jingle is very grateful that we told him that he needs to go attend a wedding.
We really have collected quite a few ham chats. I can't imagine that like, all ham chats must be a nice sort of next step of the category when we have, like, a good... We passed half a while ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all ham chats adds so much more time to, the overall gameplay. Which will be nice, because then next time I'm on here, we can have much more to talk about. No, that's not where I wanted to go. And so we're gonna go attend the wedding. And this wedding has an interesting tradition in that they take a red marble and take it up to a tree with a nest in front of it. And put the marble in there. Which is 100% what I'm gonna be doing if I were to have a wedding.
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh?
Of course he's gonna come ruin the wedding.
Now what does Spat want a marble for?
I wonder. Could it be he just wants the marble so nobody can get married?
That's kind of rude, though. Did they use the same marble for every wedding?
That's a good question. So we're gonna re-enter here. We're gonna be going over here, and we're gonna be grabbing a rubber band from this sales ham who is harassing this poor hamster here. This poor housewife.
It's a whole new level of door-to-door salesmen when they enter the door.
Exactly. It's like they just go right in and like try to sell you stuff. And we get nothing for helping, by the way. They just go, "Oh, thank you so much," and that's it.
Didn't even say it in ham chat. Not a real thank you.
Not a real thank you. And so
Doesn't show enough appreciation.
And we're gonna be introduced here to Hamscope Kid. Or Bullseye Kid, I guess what they're called. And we're gonna be going to Spat now, because we need to get a specific item from him. We're gonna try and get the red marble back by just yelling at him. Because again, yelling solves every problem. But
when in doubt, try yelling.
Instead, he just throws a conveniently Y-shaped stick at us.
How helpful!
And what do you make with a Y-shaped stick and a rubber band?
Butterfly net. Definitely a butterfly net.
Yeah, that's definitely
it. Yeah, we're gonna go catch butterflies.
Yeah, we're gonna go capture butterflies and stick the butterflies on Spat. That'll be the
Excuse me,
solution.
I think that should also count as ham violence. Just hit us with rocks.
And so we're gonna have this inventor here make a slingshot for us, because we obviously have no idea how to make a slingshot ourselves.
Sometimes you just need a friend.
And now we gotta go chase down the Hamscope ham, so we could trigger another cutscene where they hit us. And of course they harass the palace guards.
Can we talk about his little feet as he runs away?
Uh-huh.
He's got such a good little animation, just you'll never catch me!
And so now we're gonna trigger another sequence with this character. This is the last time you're gonna see him, because we're gonna get back at him. And you know the best way to get back at him is? And that is to use the slingshot against him.
This is ham-rassment!
Ham-rassment! I love that.
Oh no!
Now he's like, not bad. And he just flees and never to be seen again. And so now that we got the slingshot and Hamscope, we're gonna pay Spat another visit, but this time, hopefully my aim is on point. Like, I have trouble aiming lately. Like, I hit the beehive instead. Oh. The bees don't seem happy about it.
Yeah, that's been a little bit rude. You did really just hit their home.
But for some reason, instead of taking it out on us, it's taking it out on Spat, because, you know, Spat is the nearest object to them. And Spat is now being chased off by a hungry alligator.
That do be one whole alligator.
I love that whole animation, by the way. Just their horrified expressions as they watch him get almost eaten by an alligator.
Yeah, one would think an alligator would be a pretty healthy death sentence for a tiny hamster.
Yeah, no kidding.
He was doing decently well at surviving there.
And so now
not sure how he was doing it.
Oh, that's right. So you would actually give the marble back to the elder, but if you try and exit the Wildwoods, the couple will be like, "Hey, you got the red marble back, let's go back to the wedding." And that's actually faster than having to go all the way up to the elder. And so, now the wedding can commence once again.
Okay, take two. Who's
Take
gonna interrupt
two.
it this time?
And so this is how the wedding works. They put the marble in, they pray to the Deku tree. Because that's totally the Deku tree.
Oh, yes.
Now they are married. To death do them part.
The Great Deku Tree is the only one qualified to officiate weddings in this universe.
This is the best GBA game ever made.
Yes, welcome in everyone to the cutest game that has ever been showcased on Lady Arcader's Attract Mode.
I love that ham chat too, by the way, the Vasti, because it's like stretching out Hamtaro's face. So now we talk to the elder Ham, and he's like, oh, there's this tale I once read, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, the heroes get the red marble, which is the last marble we needed, because we are going to go on a really, really fun side quest that for those Nintendo Zelda fans, you're really gonna appreciate this little side wind we're gonna be doing.
I'm curious because I really don't remember much of the end of this game, other than, like, the final confrontation.
Yes, so we're gonna be going into the cave because there is a very important item in the cave that we need to get. Oh yeah, Pepsi Bird Feather.
Say your hellos to Pepsi Bird. The rare, the one, the only.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Gotta go back down. So, we got the oil can earlier, and that is going to be used to put oil on this, so that we can change the switch for the minecart. And we're going to be doing it once again on the minecart on the top of the peak. Which we saw earlier when we were talking to the sales ham.
We do love a minecart minigame. Do we get a minecart minigame?
Unfortunately, no, but it's still a really fun animation to watch.
I'll settle for more adorable hamsters.
Which the roller coaster at Funland, by the way, has really good animation for both Bijou and Hamtaro. Because Hamtaro is just looking absolutely, like, terrified out of his mind.
Oh, so Bijou's just having the best time.
Yeah. And so there's these two hamsters that we bump into in this section of the cave. Which, to quickly explain how the routes for the minecart works, if I had left the switch alone, it would just take me straight to the main part of the cave. But because I hit the switch, it took me to this part of the cave. And does this item look familiar to anybody?
Has this become Triforce %?
Yes.
You've got me intrigued.
It gets better. It gets much better. Okay, is everyone ready? Is everyone ready to pull out the Master Sword?
I'm so ready. Do we have enough health for this?
We should. And say hello to Master Spoon.
Perfect!
That part is, like, my absolute favorite part of the game, is pulling out that spoon, just because of the animation, plus the almost Zelda jingle it plays.
The off-brand Zelda Get music is...
Yeah. That's how you know that this is a Nintendo game is
that music must have been made with love.
I'm supposed to go to the clubhouse first. But yeah, I absolutely love showing off that part whenever I play this game, because, like, people that have watched that have absolutely lost their minds. They're like, oh my gosh, it's Zelda! Ah! So now we're gonna be going to Spat Tower, and we're gonna be... Oh, drawbridge is up. So...
That might be a problem.
That might be a problem. I'm just gonna try every single word on my list here. And see if anybody...
Oh, sniffing the drawbridge.
Yeah.
That'll definitely help.
Yeah, maybe I'll dig a hole to the other side. Oh, that doesn't work either. I'll
Look at it?
peer over it. Maybe I'll call for somebody.
Screaming! Screaming always works. Oh.
Maybe I'll try open it with sesame. That ought to work.
Poke it with a stick!
Oh, my stick is too short.
Somebody find a longer stick, or poke it with the master spoon.
So, right there, the dialogue I skipped was, Bijou going, you need to get something that'll, like, launch us to the tower. And so, the master sword, I mean, the master spoon we got earlier is gonna be crucial here. And so we need to talk to the inventor here who's saying he's missing an item for his hamapult, as it's called.
Looks suspiciously like a spoon. Bet it's not a spoon. I love this one, this player, look here, spoon, this
spoon.
One.
It's
have you tried spoon?
Make sure the item that you've got is absolutely 100% a spoon. We will not take any forks or knives, just spoons.
I do love that it's a spoon, because of course it's not a knife or a sword. That would be dangerous. We're hamsters.
Plus, you can't exactly launch yourself with a sword or knife, can you?
Yeah.
And so now the Hamapult 2000 or whatever it's called is complete. And then the husband has a moment with his wife where he's like, you know, you really were inspirational through this, you know, throughout my invention, my time as an inventor. And it's really made me wake up to a lot of things. And so they have their little moment and they go, oh, kissy kissy.
Oh, more love.
More love. Love boost. Oh yeah, so a little fun fact about the love boost is each love boost, not only do you learn a special word for each threshold, you'll actually get faster at rubbing the rocks. Like you noticed we learned rubber earlier, and the strength of which you rub the rocks is dependent on how, like, much you've got in the love meter, like how much power you have in the love meter. And you absolutely have to get it at max level in order to like get the huge special gems that you have to have special keys for. Oops, meant to.
We seem to be getting a call from chat to talk about our spoon's extended warranty. You purchased that, right?
You know, I might have forgot to purchase that.
Hopefully it'll be fine.
Hopefully it'll be fine.
It's the Master Spoon, right? Fully upgraded?
Yeah, the Master Spoon is fully upgraded. Good to go. Guaranteed not to break. Guaranteed not to bend.
Perfect.
We've tested it with an Alakazam, you see. And that Pokemon could not bend the spoon. So, we're good.
Also, that was adorable. Look at them go. Look at them go.
And so we are now infiltrating Spat's tower. And the first thing you gotta do when you infiltrate Spat's tower... solve a puzzle.
I mean, that's what I put on my doormat, too.
Yeah, so this puzzle is actually how we open the bridge. Fun fact. I mean, no wonder nobody wanted to open the bridge for us, because who wants to solve a slide puzzle every time they gotta open the drawbridge? And so this slide puzzle is actually pretty easy, like once you got a specific pattern, or specific, what do you call it, like, pattern going for it? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And so, like, I just go with a specific pattern and hope it works, and most of the time it's been working out for me, so...
So the starting position of the puzzle is RNG then, though?
Yeah. Whatever position you start out in, yeah, it's absolutely RNG, like how it goes. So
well,
I like to start... Yeah, I like to start with the bottom left corner, because it seems to work out the best for me. Oh, and that hamster, by the way, that's standing in front of there, that's, Spat's lackey, but kind of an unwilling lackey. He's only doing it because his poor girlfriend is locked in this room here. I didn't learn the word.
Oh no!
Well, slight detour, everybody. Don't worry about it. This happens. I just have to go all the way to the 4th floor, don't worry.
Well, at least we have an elevator now.
Yes. So, that was one thing I was supposed to pay attention to. You had to learn, Perksy is the word you have to learn there. And you have to learn it from the ghost that was standing in front of the wall that was playing music.
So we do get to appreciate some more Beethoven.
Yes, we do get to
journey,
appreciate more Moonlight Sonata.
Are they still trying to get that door open?
Yep. It's like, when would they learn they need to actually get a card key in order to get it open?
Yeah, muscle ain't gonna do it. Also, you're a hamster. Your muscles are like the size of acorns.
I mean, have you ever tried to pry open an elevator door with just your muscles? It's hard. Oops.
I can't say I have, but I also might have muscles the size of acorns, so...
Yeah, same here. So no way I would be able to do it. Alright. So we're gonna be like, oh no, there's a ghost here. And this ghost is like, what? I'm just vibing. I'm just listening to this music.
If the definition of Perksy was indeed to vibe, that would have been so ahead of this game's time.
Oh, no kidding, yeah. Yeah, if there were a Hamtaro game today, it would definitely have a word for vibe.
The whole game's a vibe, let's be real.
Yes. And so, going back to what we were going to do before, I was explaining that that hamster guarding the door has a motive, and that is his girlfriend is locked behind here. And so we listen in and hear screaming coming from the room, which that isn't good. But if we were doing the all loves or all ham chats %, we'd find out that she's just watching some kind of horror murder mystery show. So...
Oh, well, at least Spat gave her something to do while she's in captivity,
exactly.
You know?
Unfortunately, that also made her gain weight, too, because we find out that she used to be a tiny hamster, but she had gained weight since then.
You know, as long as she's comfy with her body, we're
Alright,
all's well.
So now we're gonna finally be confronting Spat. Finally putting into it all his no-goodery. He's gonna bring out the robot. Alright. We're gonna be using Hamscope, and... oh no! The Hamscope didn't work!
Hitting the giant robot with a tiny pathetic pebble has not worked. Whatever shall we do?
Whatever shall we do? If only there was someone that could help us defeat that robot. Luckily, we do know someone.
You know a friend who's face down on the pillow?
Yep. You know what, Harmony? I don't think we can do this anymore. We can't defeat Spat. Unless we all work together. And so we obtained the item that we need to use to defeat Spat, the love shot. And now the actual final showdown will begin. So to quickly explain how the Spat boss works, you hit him once with the love shot, he'll be like, oh no, you got the love shot. And then the real battle begins. He's gonna move back and forth, and he's got 3 different moves. One is the tornado. One he opens his mouth, stays still and opens his mouth for a moment, which that is the move we want to see because we're gonna shoot a love shot into his mouth at the right time. And there is the laser one. It's a complete RNG which ones you'll get. And the one I have to kind of keep an eye out for is the tornado one because I will accidentally get swept out if I'm not careful. So because he did those 2 attacks, he'll absolutely open his mouth now. Or not.
Oh?
I didn't know he did laser twice. And that is time.
Woo!
We have defeated Spat. Actually, no, that's not time. Never mind. I forgot. It's when it fades out to white. My bad. I will let you know when time is. Sorry about that.
Well, we've made Spat cute.
He made Spat cute, and he does not like that at all. So he's just gonna leave because he's like, this place stinks. I don't like it anymore.
Personally, I thought he was always cute. He's a hamster. Can't get very uncute with a hamster.
That is very true. And so now Spat is gone. He's not going to cause trouble anymore. The whole world is saved. And Harmony comes to congratulate us. And now is time. And yeah,
well, we went on a journey.
Yeah, and that is any percent Hamtaro Heartbreak. There is a lot more to the game past this point. Like, as I've mentioned, there is all ham chats, all loves, and 100%. Which I will be learning. I will actually be learning those categories in due time, and in a future attract mode, I will definitely submit all ham chats because I'm sure Pippy would love to join me for another Heartbreak showcase.
Oh my gosh. I would love to learn the rest of the ham chats. For seeing ham chats we didn't even see in-game in the credits, how did we learn to speak this? Oh my goodness, Spat.
I know, there are a lot of ones showing up there that we don't get to see in the game.
Oh yes, and one last ham-on-ham violence. Or is it violence if we just hit him with a cute costume?
We're just shooting him with hearts. It's okay.
Yes, this was an adorable game, and I would love to see the rest of the categories. That this game had so much like love and care put into development, which is so nice to see from like a licensed kids game, because it seems like so many of them don't try nearly this hard, but it really makes something special when it does.
What did the final time end up being, by the way?
Let's see, what is our final time? Is 1:44:24.
That's really good. Yeah, for being a 2-hour estimate, that's exactly where I expected to be.
We love that.
Even with all the goof ups that I made, I definitely made some good time.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and for showing us the ham magic and also the Master Spoon.
Yeah, no problem. It truly was an honor to show off this game, and I am really looking forward to showing off the other game that I submitted. That's actually going to be on like this weekend, so that's going to be cool.
Yes, if anybody wants to see more from Tora on Attract Mode, we will have another Attract Mode coming up on Sunday for some more gaming fun that you don't want to miss. But Tora, if people want to find you outside of Lady Arcaders, where might they be able to do that?
I am on twitch.tv/DreamTora. I do a lot of I do quite a bit of speedruns. I speedrun this game ever so often. I also speedrun The Lion King, Simba's Mighty Adventure, which is the other game I'm going to be showcasing. And I also do speedruns of Sonic games, and I also do Crystal's Ponytail. I will be doing a lot of Crystal's Ponytail and Simba's Mighty Adventure, like this week and also next week, because I am going to be playing those at a marathon, like starting this Sunday, so.
Very exciting.
However, Harmony's like,
However. Oh gosh, Harmony, what you got?
Hamsters are still out there who haven't found love yet. That is very true.
Well, if anybody wants to see those hamsters find love, they'll have to tune in for future Attract Mode.
Coming soon, TM.
Yeah. Coming soon to a channel near you.
Now we must part. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Harmony.
And now we get some pleasant music for Spat Tower after we beat the game, which is nice.
We have saved everyone, of course. Not everyone, but
not everyone, but we saved love, and we saved everyone in general from the evil Spat.
Yes, we have saved everyone who is directly between us and Spat. That's worth something.
Yes.
Alright, well, that is probably going to be the end of our time here tonight. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in to Lady Arcaders Attract Mode. Again, Tora will be back with us on Sunday for our Lions, Tigers, and Bears Oh My extravaganza. I'm told it should be very fun. And if you would like to receive updates on when that will be, please check out the Lady Arcaders public Discord. You can join, hear the news, hear everything that's going on. And if you are a lady or otherwise femme-leaning individual who would like to join our little squadron and run games with us or show off other things, we do more than speedruns. We've had high score runs, challenge runs, showcases of just a game you like. Anything that you would like to share with the community, please let us know, and you can go through the public Discord to join our private Discord and submit your own showcase to Attract Mode. Thank you everyone so much, and we will be back in one moment to tell you who we're rating tonight. Thank you everyone once again for joining us on the most adorable adventure. That was such a nostalgia trip for me. I've been so honored to be involved. But we will now be going on our own raid adventure, so I hope you'll all stick around. We'll be raiding Thanks Internet, who is playing Coral Island. Go show them some love. I've been PippyInATopHat. Have a lovely night.